We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Tuesday, August 1st. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. Going to spend the next few minutes looking at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. Let's take a look at the weather forecast for today. Going to have mostly cloudy skies, high of 92 degrees, low of 70, just a 10% chance of rain. The 3-day outlook: Wednesday, partly cloudy with a high of 91, low of 69, just a 10% chance of rain. Clear skies on Thursday, high of 91, low of 70, 0% chance of rain. And then Friday, thunderstorms are likely, high of 88, low of 66, 90% chance of rain. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Tuesday. Improvements to Gumtree Park will cost nearly $10,000 more than anticipated if the extra charges are approved. The city's Parks and Recreation Department has requested the Tupelo City Council approve additional funding for a project that's already underway. The project is the construction of shade covers over the basketball courts at Gumtree Park. Wilco Services won the project contract with a bid of $261,000, but Parks and Rec Director Alex Farned needs the city to amend the contract. He said his department inadvertently left electrical outlets off the original scope of work, so that's an extra $4,800. Additionally, the discovery that the northernmost court is significantly off level will require an extra reinforcement to stabilize the site at the cost of $4,700. So that means a total of $9,500 will be added to the contract price if the City Council approves proposed contract changes at its meeting tonight. The good news, it's still well within the project's budget. Teachers and staff gathered Monday for the Tupelo Public School District's annual back-to-school convocation. Harry and Rosemary Wong, veteran teachers and national education experts, spoke to the teachers at the Performing Arts Center on Tupelo High School's campus. Their presentation focused on classroom management. According to Harry Wong, the single greatest effect on student achievement is effectiveness of the teacher. In order to be an effective teacher, he said they must be organized, structured, and consistent. TPSD Superintendent Gerald Loden said the Wong's advice is hands-on, practical, and especially helpful for first-year teachers, but Loden said veteran teachers could benefit from the presentation too. Tupelo teachers return to their classrooms Monday, and students will return on Thursday. A Booneville man has been charged with capital murder in the brutal killing of his wife. 22-year-old Mike Brian Rutledge is being held in the Prentiss County Jail without bond. He is accused of kidnapping and killing 35-year-old Laura Ann Rutledge. Her body was discovered last Thursday in a wooded area just off North College Street in Booneville. Boonville Police Chief Michael Ramey said Mike and Laura Ann Rutledge were separated and going through a divorce. According to Ramey, Mike Rutledge gave a confession and led police to the body. A preliminary autopsy said the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head and sharp force trauma to the head and upper body. Laura Ann Rutledge's hands were tied behind her and she was stabbed several times. Police believe she was kidnapped or held against her will. Ramey said the weapons believed to have been used in the murder have been recovered. Police believe the killing took place in the woods and then the body was moved a short distance. What they don't know yet is when it happened. And in sports, high school football teams around Northeast Mississippi opened preseason camp on Monday. Several of the teams hit the practice field with new coaches at the helm. Not all of those coaches are unfamiliar faces, however. Ripley's Sam Hathorn was promoted from offensive line coach to head coach after Chad Cook left for a job at ICC, so the Tigers shouldn't have to make too much of an adjustment. Other new coaches include Michael Campbell, who has taken over at Smithville after serving as an assistant for Tupelo, and North Pontotoc has a new guy in charge, Andy Crotwell. Also getting underway Monday was Tupelo, which looks to again have one of the state's toughest defenses. A key member of that defense, linebacker Peter Gray, made a verbal commitment Monday to play college ball at Texas San Antonio. Most teams kick off the season on August 18th. That's it for Newsbreak on this Tuesday. Remember, we come to you every weekday at 7 a.m. You can watch us on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. All the stories I talked about today you can find in your Daily Journal or at djournal.com. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at djournalnow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. And also be sure to check out the Capitol View webcast each Monday at 2 p.m. live at djournal.com with Capitol Bureau Chief Bobby Harrison. If you miss it live, watch the replay later in the day. This week we talked about the Neshoba County Fair speakings as well as the resignation of Senate Minority Leader Bill Stone. That's it for Newsbreak on this Tuesday. I'm Brad Locke. We'll see you next time.